early. I guess it's not that early. Oh man. It's probably not gonna be a lot of people on this one. That's okay. 'Cause I really want to just really want to just reach out to any victims of crime against children. I extend out a hand from our community. Let some of the YouTubers who maybe aren't aware. If you were to, as a YouTuber, whether it be a commenter or a platform, a channel holder, it's a moderately important, it's a moderately important role that you play in the scheme, in the world of things. But if you were to just see how many people spend as much time as they do, obsessing about these cases, let me tell you what. Can you imagine how the family must be glued to the tube too? And quite naturally, as humans, you have to work towards. I mean, you're not just born with, you're not just born with this interest, this sort of morbid interest with what people think about us. That's something that you have to work hard and really, really work through. Let's do this. You've got to really work through, like test and train yourself, right? Like when the BS is online, like, the greatest way victims to stay away from looking at this shit on YouTube is to just accept the fact that it's all there, right? Each time you don't give in to what feels like a necessity, it isn't a necessity. It's just a morbid curiosity, right? Educated as hell. How educated are you? That is kind of that is kind of rude. Why don't you just sit back and listen, love? Shoot. Matter of fact, man, hold the phone on that. I've been playing that this morning, man. So yeah, each time you don't give in to the temptation to go over and look at that any BS that's about you, your family, your children, you get stronger. You get stronger and stronger right up until the point where it doesn't even matter. You can actually also accept the fact that people are putting out all kinds of media about you, but you don't even care. You know how beautiful of a thing that is? Like, man, look. People are like, what do you do for Monica, Benny? In their bassiest voice. Shoot, I don't know. Before you come in and ask me what I do, why don't you go back a few videos or 10 videos? Like, I don't have time to explain to each naysayer that comes over what the hell my qualifications are. I'm a good human, right? I'm a good human. Not only that, Us over here, we figured out how to amass and procure resources, and we help people. What the hell, right? You know what my qualification is I have a big heart, and I have a credit card, and I have a debit card, and I have a Cash App, and I'll do what it takes to help somebody in need. A lot of us do what it takes. The rest just pull from it and add to the madness, right? Like, you gotta, you know, as the victim, though, let's stay on topic. As the victim, social media is gonna be your worst nightmare. Because what happens is the trolls, you know, they don't get, I mean, the trolls can't change the course of an investigation. They you know, not the investigation part, unless YouTube has the you know, the ability to withhold evidence and change evidence and, you know, swap out DNA. Jerry, come on, dude. We got forensics. Nobody is framing this boy. Oh boy. Show me where the plug is. Show me where the switch on Darian Brown is, where you can just turn him off, carry him over to the crime scene, commit a crime, and then turn it off and then be gone before he clicks back on. Boy, you need your damn head examined. It's all brown when your head's in your ass, ain't it? Listen. Victims of crimes, do not go to YouTube, okay? It's your worst nightmare. The YouTube is like the streets. It's infinity and O, just like God. It's infinity and O. You can't beat the streets. You are not going to beat the YouTube, and, you know, you're not going to beat Jesus. So, you know, those things all have the same sort of, you know, influence and power in the lives of people that give it that much power, right? That's the other thing. Those things are just the babbling words of people under the influence online, running their mouth, pain chasers, right? It's just their opinion. Guess what? They dislike or hate Sloppy Ho Lightly than they do Monica. I promise you. What's up, beautiful? What's up, Cherry? Medina Vasquez? I'm trying to tell you, man, look. It's people out there that hate all of these channels more than they think they thought they hated Monica. So if you're the victim of a crime, listen to me, please listen to me. Stay away from YouTube. Stay, like, you know, now is this time to, you know, when there's a tragedy, there's a lot of information in tragedy, and there's lessons in tragedy, right? There's things that are going to transpire, and when they run their course, and you know, the whole kit and caboodle, when it all runs its course and it meets and reaches a finality, a lot of the stuff you'll think you had control over, but really didn't. And the things that you really thought you had no control over, possibly you had a lot of control there. So it's, you know, it's just what my grandma used to say, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? But what is imperative is that you forget about what is going on YouTube, right? Guess what? I am totally capable. Aren't I the one that Monica on YouTube? Oh, there you go again. Bye. Ain't got time for you, man. Sorry. Asking all these silly, dumbass questions. What's silly is these people know the answers to these questions. If they don't, then it's because they want answers to questions that are so salacious, they want to be entertained. And you done just messed around and lost access to it, didn't you? Sorry about that. Make like toilet paper and tear your ass. Yeah, so I couldn't even tell you. My good friend Jeffrey Salvador, he said, man, Benny, I think it was probably like at least about 25 videos made about you yesterday. I appreciate people. I do appreciate when certain people tell me things. I don't really appreciate when people that never been on our channel over here only bring a bone about the negative shit, right? They're just dogs, right? A dog that brings a bone will take a bone back, right? And that's what they're doing. They're coming over to bring a bone and take one back, right? Filthy human beings. They come to talk to us with pork on their breath. Come on now. You can't talk to no boss with pork on your breath. Can't come over here and talk to me with pepperoni on your breath, the remnants of sausage on your breath. Come on now. That's that hog pig shit. Got me fucked up. Man, I don't ask y'all for no money, man. You know what time it is, man. Hit that like, please. Got everybody else in the world fucking stealing from you and shit. Tired of it, man. Stealing from me, stealing from the victims. Like, you're stealing. What you're doing is you're giving away any of the good qualities that our Savior Jesus Christ gave to you. Through this platform, you're rushing to throw away all your integrity, all your ethics, all your morality for something that's invisible. You gotta act a fool right now so that YouTube can send you a check later on. First of all, let me tell you this. Very dangerous situation. When it comes to prescription medications and alcohol, it's gonna say on every single bottle, do not, I repeat, do not consume these medications and then have your standard 2/3 a bottle of Smirnoff or what's the other one? White Goose? I don't even know what I don't even know what the liquors are. Man, hit that like button, man. There's 50 y'all in here, man. Shit. Y'all can take the time to comment. Y'all can take the time to hit the like. Do that too. Yeah, it's just so many people that have suffered, you know, these content creators, they've suffered a tragedy in their own lives and nobody advocated for them, right? Whether they, you know, were the victim of abuse as a child of any sort, physical, mental, sexual, whatever, you know, these people, they didn't have an advocate. And so they don't have that, you know, that precursory trust to tell people, you know, their pain, right? Like when someone advocates for you, you can't just advocate for them about, I can't just advocate to Monica in private about cash. I advocate to her in life about anything and everything, right? We don't cherry pick. We don't cherry pick what's, well, that, you know, I'm going to help her this way because it's easiest for me, or I'm going to help her this way because, right? One of the qualifications for what I do in particular is I will allow myself to be the meat puppet, right? So, you know, these YouTubers are so sophisticated that what you're able to do is you're able to essentially keep the ones that get a lot of traffic, you can keep them busy by playing, throwing a little yarn around for the kitty, right? Like, these other ones, they're desperate. They're absolutely desperate for content. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know, right? Like I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the diligence every day, right? I'm gonna stay moving around. I'm gonna stay keeping myself in access to get some money, all those good things. Now you've got YouTubers out here that legitimately, they don't work jobs. Like, this is it. It's a lot of YouTubers out there that don't work jobs and don't even have a monetized channel. So I don't know what the hell it is you do. But I can tell you, I don't know, I could tell you a lot of things. Oh, man. See, what happens is scabs, right? You get cut, right? Autumn J, what's happening, love? You get cut, right? And the body naturally forms this hard, scaly, nasty, but very important object called a scab, right? Now, this is the thing about scabs. Although they are very important and they block the host from further infection, they are regarded as, like, they're regarded as body excrement, right? Like, you can go to the barber shop and cut your hair, and if your hair gets on the lady's arm or the man's arm, they're not tripping out. But boy, let a scab fall off on their arm, it's just like you shit on them. Right? So scabs are important. So what you got is, you got all the scabs coagulate into one big scab. All the losers, listen, people of like minds, they hang together, right? Scholars, deep thinkers, innovators, inventors, and everything in between and beyond. They hang together. Then you got the losers, like, the people that didn't graduate high school, like all those people, they end up in the same kinds of places, jails, gangs, so on and so forth, right? Nowadays, you can't even go flip burgers with a Crip education. You can't do it. Or with the Aryan Brotherhood. For anybody that thinks it doesn't matter what gang you're in, you didn't get enough education in that gang to go work at McDonald's. So, bunch of scabs, man, right? Like, never in a day will I have to steal something from another content creator. Won't have to do it, right? For what? Why would I feel the need to do that? It's the same thing as going to the store. Like, it's your purse, it's in you. It's not on you, it's in you, right? The same people that steal content online, they're the same people that steal out of strippers' purses. They're the same ones that have issues with, life security, such as housing or regular toilet facilities, or have issues with ducking the court from child support. Like, if they will steal from themselves and steal from their own children, they'll steal from me in a fucking hot second. I'm not shit to them. They'll steal from real people in real life. Clearly, people on here begging for money, stealing, shit. Bunch of squirrel turds. You understand me? Squirrel turds. Look here, man. If you don't kiss and hug on your baby every single day, you ain't shit. Autumn J. You know who I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, man. No. McDonald's wants people that know how to count small change and, you know, stuff like that, right? McDonald's wants people that budget their finances. Yeah, she certainly is. And you know what? Like, let's keep it real, guys. Advocate big time against drugs, and that's why the people online find it so funny to, you know, call me a meth head or, you know, whatever. But let me tell you, I always, when I'm with other addicts and we are in fellowship, we will all link hands and we will all put a foot forward for the alcoholic or the addict that's still suffering. So I put a foot forward for the people that I make fun of, right? Like, I know there's a little bit of ego in that. When, yeah, Day. There's a little bit of, I don't know, guys. You got to stay humor filled, right? If you don't, then you're just gonna fall victim to the atrociousness, right? Yeah, she ain't quit doing none of that stuff. Hey, you better stay away from my garden. I saw you. Got a few cucumbers watermelons that popped up. So be looking forward to that. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, my got quite a few things popping this morning. Awesome. Everything is looking really good. Should have some milkweed here. Text me later and tell me who stole. I keep hearing about her. My ex partner. Somebody sent some money over there thinking it was going to go to the advocating, and when he found out that wasn't what it was, he asked for his money back, and now he can't get his money back. So it's an unfortunate situation. But if they're going to steal your content, why wouldn't they steal your money? You know, stole the money first, stole the content days later. So it's all good. If you needed it that bad, buddy, you should have just asked me directly. Could have hooked you up. But anyways, I'm going to look at a few. Here, you guys want to see the garden? Cucumbers. Got a lot of those. I'm going to transplant a lot of them in the back. I ripped into Tiffany Major. Thank you, Day Day. Yeah, they're all pieces of shit. There ain't nothing we could say to them. Their mom tried. All their mothers have tried their hardest, and their fathers and their families, and it just is what it is, right? Some of these people are real 5150. Does anybody know Sloppy Ho Lightly's real name? If so, put it in the comment after the video is streamed. I'd like to have her real information, because she's a liability. Thank you, Lola. Yep, so here's my cucumbers. There's my 2 plants. That is my cilantro. And then we got lemon stone. It's like a black watermelon, deep purple watermelon. And then we got the tomatoes in the back. Then right here, all down this line, that's gonna be the cantaloupe. We've got a couple pop. They're starting to wanting to push through. And then out here, we've got the watermelon. So here's a little baby right here. Yep. And then the old raspberries. Oh goodness, I see a cucumber that got washed down here. This is a cucumber. But he's in the right spot already. So I bet there's a bunch of seeds down here have been washed. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get back to the chat here in a second. I just want to see where my seed went. Yo! What's up, Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's the thing, right? It's a multi-dimensional thing for these guys, right? YouTube is actually an addiction, right? So what happens is you get an endorphin rush from that feel good, right? Every time you get positive comments or negative comments even, or you get, views or whatever, it becomes addicting, right? And when, these guys, they're used to big, huge views. And then when they act an ass and they don't get them anymore, it's just this constant up and down, this flux back and forth, and they make an ass and then their shit drops down for a long time, and then they got to do something, they got to find that next hustle in order to get the money and get the views again, right? So once they do that, their quality and style of life changes. Well, not all of them. Some of them stay right where they're at. But, they maybe take some vacations on a credit card, or they buy a new TV they got to pay off, or they pay cash for some shit, and then their bills are short later on. So then they've got to come up with hellaciously salacious content in order to keep their bills paid. Sloppy Ho Lightly even said it. Nobody wants to hear about the life coaching, right? Nobody wants to watch any of her positive flow. So it's easier for her to just build a channel off of victim blaming, because that's the culture, right? That's the culture. These people are so uneducated, they don't even see the people that are, peripheral auxiliary victims. Angela Lee, down when you look at people's videos, just look for the 3 dots and you just report the issue. You can usually report it during lives. You can report lives if they're misleading or hateful, or got some bullshit going on. Please report them, right? Please report them. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, back to the multidimensional. So, it's an addiction. And once their story fizzles out and they need more content, what happens is that they start stealing, or they start lying, to keep the clicks and the views coming, or they'll start creating clickbait. That's what clickbait is, a side effect of someone who made YouTube their only job. When it comes down to it,
and you know, the lifestyle, the bills are due, and you've put it all on the YouTube. You put the whole farm on YouTube. Um, you know, you got to make something happen when there's not a lot happening. So it's unfortunate. It's very parasitic like behavior. Where am I down? Yeah, I know. But guess what? Monica's getting on the up, right? Monica's gonna get through it. Monica's a tough gal, right? Right? I mean, the moral of the story for all of us is there's really, unless we're involved in a situation like this, mostly no one in the world can do anything to us we haven't already done to ourselves. Isn't that right? Doesn't matter what anybody says about us or what anybody, you know, as long as they're keeping their hands to themselves and they ain't hitting me or hurting me, or attempting to hit me or hurt me, they can say what they want, right? It is what it is. You got to click on the name or the profile picture of the person you wanna block, and it'll pop up. It'll say you want to report or block them, and you just block them. All beggars. Every last one of them is a begging ass dog. A begging ass dog. Wendy Lou, hey. Yeah, they're still saying that, you know, Darian's been set up. Oh man. Let me to all the channels that think Darian's been set up, I dare you to let Darian babysit your kids. You dumbasses. That's what they're saying. Thank you, Dede. That's what they're saying. They're really actually saying, put Cameron in jail. The forensics are wrong, and we'd let Darian babysit our kids any day. Yeah. You know, hey, YouTube has these folks drinking, taking pills, and falling asleep online. They need to find another gig, because it seems as if the true crime, world is just too much for some folks to cope with without alcohol and pills. So that's it. AB's got a lot of stuff to, you know, he's got a lot of stuff on his plate. So I applaud him for being able to micromanage it all and spend all his time online. Thank you, Cherry. Oh no, that's BX Beast. Yeah. Yeah. He's solid. I've been watching it. BX, stay on her helmet, bro. Stay on her helmet, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you flip the footage around, you can make it look like the camera's on the other side of the room. And yeah, that's, you know what it is? That is a weak attempt to that's a weak attempt to steal somebody's footage and then flop it around trying to beat the copyright software. And also not pre-contexting or you know, prefacing it by saying, we've turned the footage. So then everybody starts getting, you know, logistically in their mind that this thing is, it's, you know, north isn't north is south now. Right? Because they spun the pictures and videos around like a dumbass, you know. But it takes all types. Oh boy. Yeah, I would say, guys, if you don't like, let me tell you another way you can do it. If you don't like something someone's doing, all of you as a force can leave here and go directly to these other channels. And what you do is you click on one of their videos and then you click on their profile picture and it will send you to their main page, their front channel. Then you go to the top right and you click the three buttons and it'll say report channel. So you go in there and what you'll want to pick is cyberbullying or harassment, and you pick that, and you just click the video that's all the videos. Thank you, Jessica Lynn. Click all the videos that are applicable to harassment or cyberbullying, and then report it. And if we do that in mass numbers, YouTube has to bring the cyberbullying down. It's just that it's through volume. Unfortunately, it's volume. It's quantity, not quality, and they don't change that standard. They're not like, oh, Benny's a good guy. We're going to hold him to a separate standard. That's not it, right? I'm held to the same standard as the savages, as the sodomites. Yeah. Yeah, those women are waiting for their husbands to text back because they don't know at 9 o'clock at night where their husbands are, right? They should be home, but they're not answering the phone, not answering no texts. Come home smelling like the mistress perfume. Their lives are a mess. "48-hour lives." Ah, damn, 48 hours. Yeah, for real, for real. Not even past, right? Like past, like yesterday. They just woke up and haven't got back to it yet. So, yeah. Some of these YouTubers I don't even know, like they fit the profile for, an active shooter situation. Yeah. I mean, we're at 37 minutes right now. And we've about covered everything for right now. Yeah, Monica ain't no punk. All these damn threats and shit. You're welcome, Off Duty Beauty. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got your receipt. So, man, if you can stay awake 48 hours, that's by virtue of chemical enhancement. Man, you're going super fast. Super fast. Super fast. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna just got home from dropping the kids and yada yada yada. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on with some of my days, do some gardening, and do some research, and we'll pop back up, guys. Let's all keep our ears to. Oh, there's consequences. Yeah. There's consequences, I'll tell you this. The consequences could be dangerous. The YouTube is what it is. That can be dangerous to your pocketbook. But the extracurricular activities, drinking on pills, that's exactly how people die. So we don't need no damn rain. Thank you, Autumn J. Love you right back. It is a nicer day to garden. That's it. Yeah, we need rain. I hope you get some up there, Autumn. Yeah, me and the wife and the kids, I think we're going to go north, Autumn, and drought. would like to stop by through there. I always like to. Thank you, Angela. Yeah. Yeah, guys, keep your ear to the tube for the positivity today, guys. Yeah, we might stop by, have some lunch, have you show us around. I'll tell you what, every time I'm up in Illinois, I love Champaign. Well, I love that area downtown, man. It is just so cool. I love Champaign. No, you're not getting blocked. Why would you be getting blocked? Of course not. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know which one. Yeah. O'Hare. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Let's do it. Urbana. I've been to Urbana. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in Rantoul on the base there. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I didn't do it. I didn't see it. Guys, everybody in the chat, Jeffrey's cool. So if he goes on a rant, it's not about anything having to do with us. Jeffrey is good people. Jeffrey is good people. Thank you, Angela Lee. REO Speedwagon, yeah. Yeah. Columbia, South Carolina in the house. I love Charleston, South Carolina. I always told my wife if I was going to move somewhere, that's where it would be. Oh, yeah. Jeffrey, if you said anything like now, if I've come to find out, if you even say if you say the word homeless, it's going to bring it down. There's so many words now that you can't use in the comments. YouTube automatically deletes them. So, no, we don't got no scallywag moles. I guess you could use scallywag. You can use scallywag all you like, Jeffrey. You are a trusted member over here. You know what probably happened, dude, was that they went to, because if it said certain things, it hides it. And then the button to accept it or to hide it is so small. I do it all the time. I go to let people's comments in and I'll hit it wrong and it'll just bloop. Yes, Jessica Lynn. It's called grafting. It's where you can take different fruit trees, like you could take different varieties of apple trees and put them. Absolutely. Well, I mean, he is essentially castrated. Hasn't had a woman in his life in 10 years. Can't get one in his life. So he's castrated. Yeah, grafting. So you could take several different fruit species, but if you stick with apple and oranges with oranges, and you get the drift. Yes, I was at Chanute, but I was working at there was a it was from a company called YSI, Youth Services International. I worked for them, and what I did was go around from different Army base to Army base around the U.S. And we would get 20-year leases on the buildings, and then we would create juvenile holding facilities for felonious child offenders. Yeah. The sunflower is just to come on real quick and die, but the rose, it stays. So yeah, anything that comes back the next year, you can graft. Funny story, and then I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. there's a group called the Guerrilla Gardeners. And so in Los Angeles, what you have is they've got apple trees everywhere, but they're non-fruit bearing. They want the beauty and the blossom of the apple tree, but they don't want to deal with the fruit on the ground. But they have, tens of thousands of starving people in LA. So what guerrilla gardeners or guerrilla grafters do is they go around and they already have pre-cut grafts in their bags, and they just go to trees and they graft on fruit-bearing grafts to the non-fruit-bearing apple tree, thus providing, urban food, low-hanging urban food. Beautiful thing. And that's what kind of gave me the inspiration. But grafting is it costs nothing. If you look at all of the cities, what was it? I think they said California has 200,000 acres of 200,000 or more acres. I don't know why that stuck with me. 200,000 acres of plantable, viable garden area. That there's actually, there's ordinances to keep them from, becoming agricultural type areas. So that's graphing. That's graph. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's blueprinting, architectural design. But I know grafting. Yes. Nice, Day. Nice. That's a pretty cool accomplishment. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Fruit tree. Oh, no, boys with the cereal. Parent life. No, thug life. They don't want to not. Yeah, you're right. Have a good day, Jeffrey, bro. Stay out of the way of any scallywags, bro. Stay scallywag free. I think it was just an accident. They were trying to allow his comment to come up, and they hit the wrong button. Thank you, Jessica. Hey, Jeffrey, troll away, my friend. You've got my email, man. So anything pops up, you let me know, brother. I love all of you guys individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them in the comment box below. Like the video, share. Let's get into the algorithm and fight the victim blaming. Remember, guys, justice for cash. Love you.